Welcome to the Shooting Show. This week, Jason Doyle gets a glimpse of the future of shooting as he spends some time on the clear line with CPSA Young Shot of the Year, Lucy Hall.
So this week we've come to do something a little bit different. We're at Beverley Clay Pigeon Ground in Yorkshire, and I've come to see Lucy Hall training. Lucy's a 14-year-old trap shooter who's shooting for England, and at 12 she shot her first 100 straight down the line, and she's just an incredible talent, and she's an Ely sponsored shooter, so we've been keeping an eye on her for the last couple of years on the show, and I've come along this year to do some filming with her and find out how her career is progressing and what plans she has for this year and for the future. So she shoots the Olympic trench discipline, and UK shooters traditionally have always done really well in the trap disciplines, in the Olympics and the World Championships and all the rest. So we're going to spend some time with Lucy, see her shooting, find out a little bit more about this discipline, and later on I'm going to give it a go myself and show everyone how easy it is.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Ball.
Oh! Oh!
Ball.
Oh!
So this being my local ground, we normally arrive at about 8:30 and shooting starts at 10, but if it's a proper full-out competition it'll start at 9 o'clock. But 100 registered, you shoot 100 targets, 25 each line, and you normally have about 20-minute wait to your next line, and then the winner out of 100 wins some money. You have to find different ways of keeping yourself focused on the line and off. I try and keep my concentration all day, keep the level quite high, and then there's no change when I go onto the layout. Sometimes I do distraction training where people throw cartridges at me, do things to try and distract me, but if I stay concentrating, I know that I'm on it. I use Beretta because at the last Olympics they won a lot of medals, and it's just a great gun. It suits me really good. I tried a Parazzi and it didn't work for me, but the Beretta GMK has supported me a lot with it. I went to Portugal about a year ago. Manuel Ricardo is one hell of a man. He is really good at stock work and fitting, and he has a layout just outside of his workshop, so I was in and out until it was right. I started it down the line because my dad and granddad shoot and he owns the gun room. Then I moved on to OT because I like a challenge, and this seemed a very good challenge, and I like the fast targets. If you want to try something different, this is the sport. You've got football, you've got cricket, but this is something completely different and it's very unique. So this is the centre trap.
Okay.
So this is where peg free bird comes off. So you have, it'll be this one, and this one for peg free. And then it'll just go in sections of 3 each time.
So you've got 3 traps in front of each peg?
Yes. So you have a right bird, a left bird and a straight bird on each peg, but you don't know where they're coming from. So you know they're coming from here, but you don't know which angle they're going at. So you could have a right bird and a left. So you have 2 left, 2 right and 1 straight.
Okay. And everybody gets the exact same?
Yes. So everyone, it's an equal playing field. It's just who can hit the most.
And anywhere you go in the world, it's the exact same setup.
Yes.
You get the exact same birds. So
Yes.
when you go to a World Championship, you've all through your year you've been compared exactly to everyone else that's there.
Yes, and you'll always have 2 right, 2 left and 1 straight. They'll never mix that up. That's one of the main rules in the sport. So the guns have to be a 12 gauge shotgun. The clays have to be the right size everywhere, so you can't have different sizes for each clay. You have to have one size. 24-gram cartridges for OT. Nothing more, you get disqualified from a competition, especially abroad, they'll check. And that's technically it. It's difficult because you have to have the consistency every time you go out. It's really hard to hit that 25 out of 25 because of the concentration levels and just the conditions, because you have to stay still to see that bird every single time, and that is the hardest bit of the job.
So you reckon that if I give it a go I might find it quite difficult?
Definitely.
Well, we'll find out.
Well,
Behind?
You're behind just.
Thought I was in front.
You're behind.
Fast.
Okay.
well,
You're in front of that, but that's the hardest bird on the lot.
well,
You're down the left-hand side. How about that?
Okay. First and second shot.
Yes.
well,
You didn't see it, did you?
I can still see it. That's the problem.
Yeah. You were right, then left-hand side of it.
Okay. Yeah. The height difference really catches me because you have to really chase that one.
Yeah, so you had a low one, then you just have a high one.
Yeah.
The difference is massive.
Yeah.
well,
That's good.
Got one. What have you done already this year?
I got my first cap in the European UT to shoot for GB in the junior team, and then about 2 or 3 months later I got British Shooting picked me to shoot for the Junior World Cup in Perpeto in Italy, where I came 10th in the world. And I also won the Junior World Champion, and I was 13 at that point, so big achievement for me really. One of the highlights of my year.
Going forward?
I have Malaga in a few weeks' time, hopefully try and get a score there, but if I don't, I'll carry on working on things. And then I've been selected to shoot in Australia, the Junior World Cup.
And your ultimate goal is?
To to get a gold medal at the Olympics in 2024.
And that's what everything's moving towards?
Yes, definitely.
So you have serious dedication towards that?
100%.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, that's us finished here at Beverley, and yeah, bit of a shock to the system. I was expecting to go onto that line and hit most, if not all, of those clays. Out of a full box of shells, I shot 4, and yeah, just the speed these targets go away from you is just incredible, and the discipline it takes to wait until you see the clay, and then the technique it takes to get onto it and get ahead of it, and literally you have a half second, I think, not even. Yeah, real education to me. It's a long time since I've shot so badly at any discipline. But yeah, a lot of fun to come down here and see this, and to see a young girl. I mean, she's the future of our sport. It's people like her, they're the next generation. They're the ones that we need to love clay shooting and to love game shooting. And it's just wonderful to see a young person who has such clear goals and has the dedication and the work ethic to get there.
Jason Doyle getting some tuition from the best there is there in Lucy Hall. And now it's the Shooting Show News.
This is the Shooting Show News. Rhino poaching has reduced slightly in South Africa, but is still dangerously high. 1,028 rhino were poached in 2017, a decrease of 26 from the previous year. Improved security in the Kruger Park has decreased poaching levels there, but elsewhere in the country incidents are increasing as poachers look for easier targets. Save the Rhino International released a statement saying they firmly believe we can turn the situation around. There's been another blow for shooting on the international stage. Not only will shooting not be included in the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, para-trap won't be part of the 2024 Paralympics in Paris either. Airgun shooting is likely to keep its place, but clay shooting isn't on the final shortlist of events for consideration in the Games. British Shooting said it would keep on fighting to promote para-trap and increase its profile. Abby Ling is the CPSA Clay Shooter of the Year. The World and European Trap Champion was crowned at the CPSA Awards at the weekend. She said she hadn't been expecting to win. Paul Chaplow won the Special Contribution Award, Leah Southall was voted Emerging Talent of the Year, and Lucy Hall, who you saw earlier in the show, won Young Shot of the Year. Stay tuned to Clay Shooting magazine for more news on the best clay shooters in the business. And finally, it's your last chance to respond to the government's consultation on airgun laws. It'll be closed to public responses after tomorrow. BASC has submitted its response and said current legislation is adequate and airguns are already safe and fit for purpose. It said further restrictions would stretch police resources beyond their limit and would have unintended consequences for business and conservation. Don't delay, send your views to the email address on screen now. That was the Shooting Show News.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if you're not a member of BASC, it's time to join now. BASC, looking after your sport, looking after you. This has been The Shooting Show.